Okay, so you figured out that you have frozen shoulder, but what should you do about it? Well, while a hot pack sounds like a good idea at this point, you're going to need more than a little heat to get this issue to melt away. So let's review the latest evidence-based treatments for frozen shoulder and what really works in reducing pain and restoring shoulder mobility. If you've done any browsing on the internet, you might have come across some videos promising a cure to frozen shoulder in just one session. While that sounds incredible, it's really not how life works. Because in understanding how frozen shoulder develops makes it clear that it doesn't just resolve with a single stretch or a quick massage. You're dealing with fibrotic changes in the joint's capsule after all. So if you've experienced what seemed like a miracle treatment, it's very likely that what you had was not frozen shoulder. And while the lack of a quick fix sounds like a big bummer, setting appropriate expectations is the first thing you need to do when dealing with frozen shoulder, because recovery is a bit of a long haul, and you need to stay motivated. In the short term, the focus is primarily on managing pain and keeping whatever motion you have so that you can get through the day. While the long-term goal is to steadily increase mobility of the shoulder to restore function. So let's start out by looking at the short term, managing pain. Since frozen shoulder is primarily an inflammatory issue, corticosteroids are often the first line of treatment. And I get it, nobody likes to rely on medications or injections unless absolutely necessary. But in this case, it's worth considering. Corticosteroid injections have some of the strongest evidence backing their effectiveness for frozen shoulder. The main goal of these injections is to reduce inflammation and ease pain. Research shows that they can provide almost immediate relief and help improve shoulder movement right after they're given. This is because early on in frozen shoulder, pain and muscle tightness often restrict your shoulder's range of motion more than the actual fibrous tissue or adhesions do. And more pain means you're less willing to move your arm, which results in even more stiffness. So when used in combination with shoulder mobility and stretching exercises, these injections can offer better short-term relief, typically within the first 4 to 6 weeks of onset, compared to just doing exercises alone. So if you're dealing with frozen shoulder, corticosteroid injections combined with physical therapy could be a strategic approach to getting you back on track. There are also other ways to manage pain that doesn't involve medications that can be useful. The use of heat and electrical modalities can offer some short-term relief. Heating pads, for example, can help soothe sore muscles and relax tight areas, making your shoulder feel a bit more comfortable. While electrical modalities like TENS, which stands for transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation, work by sending electrical impulses to the affected area, helping to override pain signals going to your brain. While these treatments will not resolve the issue of frozen shoulder, they can definitely play a supportive role in helping keep pain at bay while you perform more active treatments. Other treatments such as massage and joint mobilizations, as well as stretching exercises, have also been shown to help manage pain and support the overall recovery process in those with frozen shoulder. Joint mobilization is a technique where a physical therapist gently moves and manipulates your shoulder joint to improve its range of motion. The aim is to loosen up your joint, reduce stiffness, and gradually restore your ability to move comfortably. Alongside this, stretching exercises help ease pain and improve mobility by gently stretching the muscles and tissues around your shoulder. And when paired with deep breathing, you can better relax your muscles and improve the effectiveness of your stretches. Because when you're calm and breathing deeply, your muscles are more receptive to stretching, allowing for a more effective and less painful stretch. Together, these methods work to get you moving more freely and with less discomfort. But it's important to use joint mobilizations and stretching strategically. While the idea is to gradually increase your flexibility, pushing too aggressively or stretching too far can do the opposite. Going excessively beyond your pain limits during stretching can cause more irritation and stiffness. The key is to match the intensity of your stretches to your shoulder's level of irritation. If your shoulder is highly irritated, start with gentle stretches and gradually build up as your pain decreases. But if the stretch is not too bad, feel free to push it a bit harder to get more out of it. It's all about finding that sweet spot where you're challenging your shoulder just enough to make progress without pushing it into more pain. This approach allows your shoulder to recover at its own pace, reducing the risk of setbacks and help you make steady improvements over time. Wondering what to do if your shoulder is significantly stiff and not responding to treatment? Well, check out this next video where we investigate a unique treatment that may significantly improve your pain and range of motion. And if you found value from this video, don't forget to give it a like. And as always, subscribe to the channel so you can learn more about your body, how it works, and what it needs to keep moving.